2 carat extra something to make it a little harder. Otherwise gold is very soft. It will bend very quickly. So this is 22 carat. Bring it here, sister. He rubs on his touchstone and he rubs. He says, this one here is 9 carat. It seems like a collusion going on between all the jewelers. You know, one follower rings up all the other jewelers and says, look, there's a woman coming along, you know, in black burqa, and you know, you must tell her it's 9. You must, everybody must. No, you know it's not so. He's got a touchstone. And from that touchstone, he knows 9 carat. You go to 100 different jewelers, they'll tell you 9 carat, 9 carat, 9 carat, 9 carat. It's not 22 as you are imagining. So, this is the touchstone. This Surah Ikhlas is the touchstone, whereby, therefore Allah says, puts this value upon it. He says, look, you read it 3 times. In other words, you understand what you're reading. Not just the rattling of 3 times, the surah. 3 times you read the surah. That's how long does it take? Not even 2 minutes. Not the rattling it off gives you that value. In other words, you have now imbibed that standard. You have got the touchstone of testing the knowledge of God. Whatever the guy tells you, you know to what degree of acceptability it has. Touchstone. How many carat gold it is. Touchstone. So you see, it's a very concentrated book. We need a tafsir. So this particular one gives you that. It gives you the tafsir commentary. Then this one has a very comprehensive index. Just like a dictionary. Right at the back, our sister said, this is from Surah Nisa. If you remember Nisa, Nisa means women, in your honor. Allah Bari Ta'ala has revealed a chapter in His book in your honor. Surah Nisa. Chapter Nisa means women. So she said, Nisa. Where are you going to find Surah Nisa in this volume? Very easy. And the N, like a dictionary. N, look for Nisa. N-I-S-A. Nisa. Oh, it tells you Nisa, chapter 4. So, chapter 4 is easy to find because every page is numbered. Chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 114. So, 4 is easy to find. So, verse number 171. Once you found chapter 4, 171 is easy to find. I had to find it there. While I was sitting there, it gave me an idea. I said, now what shall I do? I said, mashallah, very good. As if Allah has inspired my sister to say, look, talk about this. You see? So make my task easy. Instead of thinking, they were asking me, what are you going to talk about? What? I said, look, man, I don't know. And I was planning something. But as if this was an answer to my prayer, talk about this. I said, let me talk about that. So the verse our sister began with was, there's no collusion between me and her. I won't be able to recognize her in the audience. Wallah, I can guarantee you that. That if I see like this, if she comes again on the stage, I'll recognize her. But in the audience, it will be difficult for me to go and pick her up. To say, who read it here? I don't know. So she began, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. وَقَالُوا Qul, astaghfirullah. Qul. She started with Qul, say. Oh, let me finish the first Qul. About Qul Huwallah. You see, there, when our Nabi was questioned, "O Muhammad, what is your concept of God?" So I said, he pressed, so to say, his spiritual buttons. I hope you, my sisters, understand. I don't care for my brothers whether they understand or not what I'm talking about. As long as you understand it right. There were no buttons. I lost 2 buttons in 2 days. Wallah, yesterday I lost one, I was just trying to put it in and it went. This afternoon, I tried to do the same and it went. And now I don't want to take a chance with the 3rd one. These buttons, you see, they get lost. My brother promised me that when we go to the hotel, he'll sew it on for me. So he is pressing, trying to commune with Allah Bari Ta'ala. Ya Bari Ta'ala, what shall I say? Comes the answer, Qul, say. Huwallahu ahad, He is Allah, the one and only. If you asked him, he said, why do you say, He is God, the one and only? Look, if you are questioned about anything, somebody asks you, what is 6 times 6? If you have gone to school and learned your arithmetic, your multiplication tables, you say 6 times 6, you say 36. What is 12 times 12? You say 144. You don't say 144. You don't say 36, do you? No, because you have the answer. What is 2 times 2? What do you say? 4. You don't say 4, do you? No, you don't say 4, you say 4. Why is this man saying, say he is God the one and only? Because he is not talking. He is not talking. The words you are hearing are from his lips. They're coming out of his mouth. But they are not his words. He is asking. He is communing. Ya Bari Ta'ala, what shall I say? Comes the answer through him. Say, he is Allah the one and only. So he says, say, he is Allah the one and only. Now you see, these are not his words. It goes to prove also that this is the wahi, is a revelation. When you read that chapter, 4 verses, there is no explanation there in the Quran itself. The tafsirs the mufassirs might be able to explain what happened and what not, what I'm telling you now. But there is nothing there in the Quranic text to tell you what was going on. That Muhammad was in Medina, and the Christian deputation had come from Najran, and the Prophet housed them in the Masjid al-Nabawi, and he fed them and he looked after them, and they had a discussion for 3 days and 3 nights. Nothing. And while the discussion was going on, the spokesman for the Christian poses the question, and Muhammad, he pressed his spiritual buttons, and he got the answer, and this is what he said. It's not all there. Nothing is there. Allah starts, Qul huwallahu ahad, Allahu samad, lam yalid wa lam yulad, wa lam yakun lahu kufuwan ahad. And then back again to normal. He says, you see, now this is our concept of God on a different level. It's all Arabic, but this Arabic is something different. Like a machine gun fire, tak 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 tak. Qul huwallahu ahad, Allahu samad, lam yalid wa lam yulad, wa lam yakun lahu kufuwan. You see, this is our concept of God. I wanted to share that with you. That this is how the Quran came to him, in word form. What he received, it made indelible impression on his heart and mind, and he had this thing scribed by the scribes, write it down, because he was an ummi, he was unlearned, unlettered, and it was preserved on palm leaf fiber, shoulder blades of animals, on skins, and kept in a chest, and in the hearts and minds of men, memorized. This is how originally the Quran was preserved for us. And this is the Quran that Muhammad he left for us. So coming back to the subject, Qul, again, say. Our Nabi is commanded to say, tell them. Who? Ya Ahlal Kitab, O people of the book. Who are the people of the book? This is the Jews and the Christians. They are the people of the book. Meaning, they had a scripture. They had certain written books. And they claimed that they were a learned people, as against the Arabs. The Arabs were an ummi people, an unlettered people. And an ummi prophet was sent to them. Amazing. An ummi prophet, one who can't read and write, comes to an ummi people who can't read and write. And yet he is given a book that puts to shame the wisdom of the learned. I mean, it's a miracle. To show you that this is not his work. This is the work of, this is Allah's kalam. He couldn't have done it. Muhammad could have, no man could have done a job like this. Purely on a physical level, material level. You see, this is an encyclopedia. The Quran is an encyclopedia of 114 surahs, given by Allah Bari Ta'ala to his Prophet